Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Artie, I gotta say it before we start. I love the hat, man. I love
Thank
the
you.
hat.
Thank you,
And I
man.
want to welcome everybody to the last webinar of the year, right? Of the Loan Lounge.
That's right.
Yours truly, Carlos, and my
Artie.
compatriot over there, Artie. Want to come to you guys today, and we had a great idea a couple weeks ago about just jumping on and want to recap the year, right, Artie? And we want to talk about some of the wins, some of the advantages that we've seen in the market, some of the 2025 outlook that we've heard from everybody and from our team and our financial partners, and also to give you guys a great big thanks for your business. So, Mr. Artie, man, take it away.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. And I know this time is a busy time. We're ending the year. So we wanted to just get up here, like Carlos said, and thank everyone and give you some nits and bits and things that are going to help not only end the year, but also begin the year very, in a very strong, passionate way for our sector, the non-QM sector. So we'll start off by some guidelines and enhancements that we had that really helped us this year. One of the stuff that we added that I had a success story with a particular loan was non-occupant co-borrowers. So we are now allowing that with our programs. And I had a particular situation with a 1099 borrower where I was able to add the non-occupant co-borrower to help the loan get the borrowers in the home, get the loan closed, and everybody wins. So I wanted to make sure people knew that because the term non-occupant co-borrower, you don't really hear it a lot loosely in the non-QM sector.
No, everybody runs away from that, right?
Exactly. So I wanted to make sure that we ended this year by, sharing some of this information with you guys. That way we can help you guys, enhance your business. Um, and I think Carlos, you have one now, right, in the pipeline that is able to
I
help
do.
you.
I do. Thanks to you, man. I mean, obviously, a lot of investors out there, a lot of lenders don't like non-occupant co-borrowers, right, for many reasons. So even it's something new to me here at Luxury because I've never been used to that offering, which is amazing. And I can't even remember how many times I've said to my brokers, can't do those, can't do those, can't do those. So I wish I could reel that back, right, and just call everybody back for the last 10, 12 years. Hey, come back. I can do those. Give me a call, give me a shout. So I think a part of it is just like you're saying, just educating our customers, right? Like, hey guys, if you have a non-occupant co-borrower, which is extremely common in the Fannie Freddie world, the Govy world, you may have a home for that loan here at Luxury with us, you know. So I think that's something that I know personally I need to talk more about, and I know you do, Artie.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. We've done some great stuff. We've also added you can combine our W-2 borrower with our bank statement program, a W-2 borrower with our 1099 program. So that is great ways also to continue to help these borrowers qualify and get into these homes. So absolutely, if any of you are out there and that's the situation, give Carlos and I a call. Let's see how we can figure this loan out for you guys and help you get these borrowers in the house.
Yeah, I think that's something that with this coming year, I see a lot of people that still want to help out their family members, right, to qualify. So I think that's to me, one of the biggest enhancements or one of the biggest benefits that we have here at Luxury that we offer that me personally, I just don't talk about at all. And I think that's my responsibility to talk to my brokers. I'm using this platform, right, to let all my brokers know that hey, we have that option. You know, we have that option. That's a huge feature that I don't want to say we're the only ones. I'm not sure 100%, but we're one of the very few ones. If there's somebody else out there that does it, I'm not really sure that they do it already, unless you know of anybody else. I don't know of
Yep.
anybody else.
Yep. No, I haven't seen any advertisement or anything of that nature. But listen, we do it. So if you guys have that situation, give us a ring. We've added a couple of nice enhancements. Gift funds is also a big thing. I'm noticing more and more
Yes,
frequently. I'm noticing more also with investment properties now.
yes,
You used to see it more commonly with like primary homes, but now you right? Are you seeing the same thing?
a
Investment
hundred
properties?
percent. Now
Yeah.
now I'm like, wait. I even have to think about it already, honestly. You know, because I'm like, wait, the gift on investments. I'm like, yes, we do. Even I'm sometimes trying to remind, like, where are my guidelines? You know, because I just got to remember that gift on investments is another one that a lot of people say no to, and it's such a huge benefit out there, a huge opportunity for our borrowers and our loan officers to take advantage of because they get the door shut real quick. And there's a lot of deals that they're leaving on the table that we can do for them. So, and I know
Yeah,
you've closed a
absolutely.
bunch of them.
Absolutely, it's been more common, and it's cool. Fannie Mae allows also to just on the gift letter write that the funds are going to be given at the day of closing. So it cuts out all the headaches, the paperwork. Makes the deal just go smoothly. So for those of you that don't know, that's how simple it is. Gift letter, as long as the borrower has 5% of their own funds and there's their reserves, that can be gifted. Those two things cannot be gifted. No problem. Gifts are allowed on primary, secondary, and investment property. So it's gotten very popular with the DSCR, the gift funds.
And those gift funds already don't the donor. We don't ask. We don't need donor's ability, right? So it's just a
No.
matter of donor wiring the funds straight to the title company, and we're good. You taught me that actually.
Yes. Yes. So basically, it has to be written on the gift letter. The donor, where it's coming from, and the amount. And on the gift letter, they're just going to write that the funds are going to be sent on the day of closing. That's basically it. It's
Wow.
that simple, that easy. So it's something that I want everyone to know because it's all of a sudden it's very common now, and almost every right
Yeah,
ECR.
yeah.
So it's a good way for folks to know how simple it is, and this way you can put these deals together and just make life simple instead of asking for all this paperwork back and forth. Just make it seamless.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. It makes it a lot easier. And one of the things we're talking about, like enhancements and stuff, like for the year, I know that we've really, really like pushed our non-warrantable product, especially us here in Florida, right? We do a lot of condo deals, even though it's been tougher, right, because of the HOA fees and all the insurance requirements and stuff. So one of the cool things that I know that we do here at Luxury, we do really, really well, is we've expanded the non-warrantable program that we have. I just recently closed. I think we sent that out last week, a $3.4 million bank statement, non-warrantable, new construction loan. I mean, everything was like, challenging upon challenging upon challenging. We got it done. Credit to our team, to Nick, to Kim, to Tammy. Our team just really dove in, and they kind of and one thing that I really really love in these deals, like when we talk about gifts and you talk about all these non-warrantable deals, we need a lot of information, so it's like a real collaborative effort, from the whole team. Like, hey, because I could miss something, and then my team says, well, don't forget this, So it's really, really up to both of us to talk to the broker, and my broker, who shall remain nameless. He's a big shot broker of ours. Um, you know why I'm saying that, Artie? Remaining nameless. But our broker was also all hands in with the processors, and processors are amazing. And we closed that loan. He looks like a rock star to the customer, to the agent, to the developer, and he's already getting other deals. So it's pretty cool. A lot of lenders don't know how to handle non-warrantable condos, and we do. And also, we just had a recent enhancement already, I think, that insurance, the deductibles now went up to 10%. We were at 5. A lot of people were at 5, like Fannie. We're actually at 10, right? I think that happened a couple weeks ago, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
and that's a big enhancement. I've been
Yeah.
getting more and more calls about that 10%. That's a big deal. No,
Yep.
kudos to our entire team. You're right, Carlos. I know that deal. Had to navigate. We had to navigate it, but thank God with the team that we have, the expertise, the guideline changes. You did an amazing job, and I know that broker is super happy for this year. $3.5 million non-warrantable condo.
Hey, you better give me a nice Christmas present. That's what I'm gonna call him after the webinar. Hey man, let
Oh,
me tell
that's
you
so
what I like
funny.
to drink.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, I think that for us and going into 2025 is a program, or is a feature, not technically a program, right? Because we can do it across the board, DSCR, bank statements, whatever it is. That's just a non-warrantable feature. And I think anything we touch on that's condo related is pretty much non-warrantable, right? And that's what I see. I think what do you kind of see the same thing, right, Artie?
Yep, no, I'm seeing the same thing, and I know it's bigger in the Miami sector. Obviously, Miami has those beautiful, condo buildings, and that are that expensive. So yeah, so it's a good segue to show that we can not only take small deals, but we can actually handle the big ones as well. And so
Yeah.
it's very good. But one of the things I also see with the market changing, speaking of all these enhancements, all the stuff going on for non-warrantable condos, the fact that we're adding non-economical borrowers, we're allowing W-2, to go alongside of a bank statement loan, a 1099, is we've noticed that in 2025, the self-employed market, the non-QM business is due to increase itself here. We did 65 billion in 2024 as a whole industry, and is expected to double in 2025.
Nice. That's a
Yep.
good news, right? Good news to our ears.
Yes, yes. So Our segue also in our message is not only to our existing customers, those that are looking maybe to understand non-QM a little bit better, and even those that never done non-QM. I think going into this new year, based on the data we have, even self-employed borrowers that, since 2019, we have the data here, it says over 1 million people are now self-employed.
Wow.
So, you know what? I think it's time that we all get together. Um, let's get some training done. And whether you're an existing customer, whether you're somebody that wants to, learn more about non-QM. And I think this is the year to really, rub elbows with folks. Let's get together. Let's understand these programs. Let's put a plan together. How are these programs going to help, your business double, maybe even triple? I think the time has come. So not leave, any opportunities on the table. And I think it's something that you and I are very excited about coming into the new year. So we want everybody to know, you know what? Whether it's a Zoom call, a WhatsApp, a FaceTime, it doesn't matter. In person, we are willing, to get together and put a plan together so that we can all successfully help more borrowers, help the realtors, your realtor relationships, which are one of the most important things. And you know what? Take things to the next level. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, man. You know what I've seen with this the last year and a half in the market, that every deal is important, right? So LOs and agents and us, we look at every deal as before. I saw that a lot of LOs, a lot of companies just like, well, it's another deal. I got 50 more in the pipeline. Now every deal counts more than ever, right, these days. So I just want to encourage all our LOs, our agents, our processors who are extremely involved to reach out to us like we reach out to you, and we offer this training, um, because I know a lot of LOs that don't really like to touch self-employed borrowers if they're not W-2 wage earners, or they're not uh, able to qualify basically on tax returns, right? So I always like to remind them that the majority of self-employed borrowers take advantage of all the the tax benefits that they're allowed by the government, and a lot of times that does not equal to a good monthly income to qualify, right? So I think now more than ever, right, and going into 2025, if these numbers hold true, and we really all hope so, right, that our market stabilizes and kind of starts, kind of taking off again. um, that's such a huge segment, and for us, I think for you, Artie, um, the largest loans that I do and that I've done for the last 15 years, they're all self-employed customers. They're typically not W-2 customers. So we want to encourage you guys to reach out to us. Like you said, make an appointment. Let's get in a video chat. We'll show up to your office. Let's do a lunch and learn. Let's get your agents involved. Let's do, instead of doing you guys do a first-time buyer webinar or seminar, let's do a self-employed borrower seminar, right? Let's get them ready to buy in 2 months, 3 months, a year, 6 months, whatever the case may be. But get us involved. We are the experts, right, in that field, in the self-employed field, with our bank statement program, which I'm gonna plug our company here for a second, because it pricing, right? I always like to say rates aren't everything, but it is nice when you have really good rates like we do, right? Our 12-month bank statement loans or rates are fantastic, and our 24 months are even better, right? Sometimes my brokers are like, "Hey, man, is this right? Are you sure?" Because it is that much better than our competitors. And we do so much of that volume, right? That we just want to let you guys know that don't turn that business away. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to do it. I think 2025 is the year, if these numbers hold up, with all these self-employed borrowers entering the labor force, and now they want to buy a home. Think about it. In 2020, everybody started becoming self-employed, and they all left, their W-2 jobs and the gig economy. That was 4 years ago. We're going on 5 years, a year, 5 years from that. So these guys and gals are ready to buy. So we're the experts already, and I think that I encourage you guys for 25, bring us in sooner than later, so we can help you with this self-employed program.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know that we also, we did a couple of trade shows. We had a good success meeting new customers there. We did Namba. You and I
That
were
was
there.
fun.
We did the FAMP. You went to Vegas.
I did. I did.
Yep.
I did with Mike Nuzzo and Larry and Miss Jen. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was fun
Good
meeting
crew.
our
Good crew.
brokers. Yeah, I hadn't been out there officially yet, and then obviously we have customers on the West Coast and everywhere else that travel, and it's great to put a face to a name and break bread and hang out with them and get to know them a little better. Because they're always, I see a lot of LOs that are still, and a lot of AEs that are still working from home. They still think we're in COVID lockdown apparently. Uh, And I get it; it's easier to work from home. But I just like to, right, buy coffee, go meet the people, shake hands, and get to know your customers a little bit. And I think that's made me successful, made you successful as well. Um, so going out to NAMBA, the FAMP, and by the way, we are in the South Florida Miami market. We are participating in the FAMP Miami show, which is next month, January.
We're a sponsor
Uh,
now, right? We're
we
officially a
are a
sponsor.
sponsor, yes, yes. Luxury is an official sponsor of FAMP. So you'll see us everywhere. I was in Tampa 2 weeks ago. Now we're going to be in Miami. Obviously, here at the Miami show, which is on the 23rd. But the day before, the 22nd, is the golf tournament, which we're sponsoring a hole. So you and I'll be there in the warm Miami sun out there, right? I think you coming down, right? You
Yes,
confirmed, right?
I'm actually going to take the Bright Line down there, so it's going to be
That's right.
fun.
That's right. I am picking you up. And then the 23rd is the next day. January 23rd, we'll be there in booth 105, right? So we'll be there. I think you're going to be wearing that same hat, Artie. I don't. I think,
Yeah, you know what? I'll bring it. I'll bring it. I'll probably change the There you go.
and
You
I'll
know what I
bring
got to do? Change the battery so the lights will turn on.
we should do that. But it's fun. I think 25. You're gonna see us everywhere. Luxury as a whole, as a company. Um, Especially if you're in Florida, if you're in, obviously in California, anywhere else, you're gonna see us out there a lot more, which is kind of cool. Some of my brokers said we're the best kept secret, but I'm like, that's good and that's not good, right? I don't want to be a kept secret anymore. Let's get out there, which is obviously I spoke to Nick and the team, and we're gonna do a huge marketing push to let everybody know just who we are. So
That's right. No, that's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to 2025. I think with all the information that we have, the way we are positioned, as well as a company, the new stuff we're working on to surprise everyone, with the new programs that we're going to be enhancing. I think it's going to be, man, an incredible year for us. So I think it's a great idea. Whether you see us at a FAMP or trade, you never worked with us before. If you do work with us before, this is the time, guys. Let's make sure that you guys know exactly how much value we can bring to the table for you guys and your business. Let's take it to the next level. I'm excited. Um, with that being said, I want to wish everyone also a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want to thank all my brokers for a great year. It was an amazing year, so I'm very grateful for everything, and I'm looking forward to see what we're gonna do next year. Carlitos, what about you?
I'm ready, man. I want to thank my brokers and especially a lot of my processors. I think that uh, a lot of people forget that our processors are um, even contract processor or in-house processor. They are an integral part of this process, right? The way to make sure that this loan goes as smooth as possible. I think our processors, which is why I communicate with them sometimes more than I do with the loan officers, really. Um, and I really love to encourage all my processors because some of them are a little bit scared to kind of reach out to us, or maybe, can I speak to your underwriter? Yes. Can I speak to your account manager? Can somebody help me with this? Yes, 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 and yes, and yes. I like to say, right, our tagline is luxury service, and that really holds true, for the processors. So I want to encourage my loan officers, like I tell them, hey, we are a one-stop shop white glove service. So you don't have to know. I know you have 50 investors out there. Everybody does this, everybody does that, everybody's an expert, everybody leads the way, and everybody's everybody. The bottom line is not everybody closes your loan, closes it on time, and closes it smoothly. Um, and this is where our ops team comes in, Jackie's and Kevin's and everybody, and Jill and Rosie and Frank. These are the team members that I always like to introduce to my processors. And I'm like, you guys should be best friends, and that's something that we do really, really well, I think, in luxury here. We want to take a lot of that work off the heavy lifting off your plate, right? So I want to thank my processors as well across the board. You guys are awesome. I'm on the phone with them sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it's like, hey, you still working on it? Yes, I am. Talk to me about this deal. So it's pretty cool. And I see them working these deals just as hard as a loan officer, sometimes even more, actually. So I think that in 2025, want to thank them, of course. Um, but I want to let them know that we're committed to making their job a little bit easier, because, like I said, these processors deal with so many different investors and so many different steps, and do this, and this is the process, and don't worry, call Artie, call Carlos. We'll take care of everything. Call Jill, right, Rosie. We want it to be basically like the smoothest transition, like on cruise control. Hit that cruise control button, and that's how your loan flows through our company, through the pipeline, and out to closing and funding. So definitely
Absolutely.
thanks to all of you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. all the wonders and Happy New Year and all that stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to shout out my processors because they're that
No, I
much.
couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, they are the key, I think, to the whole success and the relationship, between the lenders, loan officers, and we got to keep them happy. Sometimes they're the gatekeepers too.
They are the gatekeepers. That's true. I have some that'll let you know that they're like, before you talk to this guy, you gotta talk to me. So I
That's right.
gotta kiss the ring first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, so overall, man, 25. What are you expecting in 25? What are you thinking? Self-employed business that we talked about. What are you expecting to see more? Where do you see more of your business coming from? What do you think? Some because I heard some refi business is going to hopefully improve because our rates have been so high. Self-employed, we thought. What do you think your business is going to be generated from?
Yeah, I think it's going to come from a mix of a lot of. I'm seeing a lot of asset qualifier business picking up like crazy now. That
Right,
not because you know how it takes time. We bring out a program, we educate the world, right, and then little by little it trickles in. So I'm seeing
right,
a lot more asset qualifier, believe it or not, than ever before. Where that's a no income, no employment. It's an asset based program. We can get into that. If you guys have questions about it, you can hit us up and we will get into more detail about that. But I'm seeing a lot of that. Bank statement programs has picked up tremendously. 1099 as well, and then also the DSCR. So those I would say is my top programs where I'm seeing a lot more coming in, and it's really picked up, really picked up. So I
yeah,
already have deals that are in house to be closed for next year, January.
sweet, sweet,
So
sweet.
it's moving at a fast pace. So I'm excited about it. What about
Yeah,
yourself? What are you seeing in down in the Miami market? What do you see moving, shaking and baking down there now?
I've seen a lot of a big pickup in the foreign national business, to tell you the truth. You know,
Nice.
yeah. So that's coming in more and more every day. Obviously, like I always say, right, political instability anywhere else typically leads to those buyers coming to the U.S. right and investing here with us. So um, I just seen that, and we have our program, our foreign national program, as you know, that we could lend to Venezuelans. That's kind of the first question I always get. What's your LTV? Second question. What's your LTV? And can you lend to Venezuela? So the answer, yes and yes. So I see a big pickup and uptick in that now that we've gotten the word out, right? And the other thing is borrowers with the EAD cards, right? The employment authorization cards. A lot of people don't know that those borrowers are great customers that we can qualify on a bank statement loan, on a DSCR. I've closed a ton of them. So now one leads to another one and another one and another one. And I have a few brokers now that are becoming experts because a lot of those borrowers are shunned. So I think 25, I'm going to keep getting the word out that if you have, what is it, TPS, and if you have a EAD card, if you have an ITIM borrower, that's a lot of the borrowers we get here in Florida. We have a solution for you. So don't shy away to working with those customers and giving us a call. So I think that's a lot of my 25 business is going to come from as well.
Awesome. That's amazing, Carlos. That's good. It's gonna be a good year, brother. So hopefully we'll help a lot of these brokers and more brokers. And I'm looking forward to also new relationships. That's what I'm mostly excited about. So I think it's gonna be a great year. And of course, helping the existing ones get to the next level. So
Yeah, I've got
that's
to
that's what I'm mostly excited about.
reintroducing ourselves to old brokers that have forgotten us, and I know a lot of them obviously business has been down, so they don't see a lot of non-QM deals anymore. And I want to say thank you to all of you, and we'll be reaching out very soon. Part of this webinar is for that to let you know, hey, we're still here, we're still closing a bunch of loans even in this slower market, and we're here for the good times and the slower times, and now times are going to hopefully get better, and we're still going to be here for you guys. We haven't gone anywhere. We're still your experts. And I always remind all my loan officers there's a reason why we do a lot of volume because we know what we're doing, right?
That's right.
We're not, like one of my brokers said, well, you weren't working at a AT&T call center 2 years ago selling me cable, and now you're trying to become an account executive. I'm like, yeah, pretty much, you know. And that's unfortunately that's what a lot of the talent out there is, just not experienced. So these loans that take a little bit more work, they kind of fall apart real fast if you don't really get into it. So there's a lot of competition, especially now in 25, even more competitors coming into this field. And I would encourage all my loan officers to stick to those who you know that can close your deal. Stick to the experts. Stick to the ones that know. Stick to the ones that have. I would say I would call it the the what do you call it, the history, right, of closing these loans, the experience. Um,
The expertise.
the expertise, man. I don't know if should be trusting one of those big commission checks, especially of your realtor, right? on just this brand new lender that can do everything for you and has the lowest rates and everything's perfect. So I always want to caution you guys in 25 as well, because you're going to see a lot more people entering the market. Um, just be careful who you trust your business to, because a lot of times it's really a nightmare. And we get those calls already every day, right? Oh my God, I sent this deal to XYZ because they had a processing fee $10 less than yours. So my broker wanted to save $10, but now the deal's falling apart. My agent's yelling at me. What do I do, Artie? Can you save me? So how many times have you heard that story? So
Oh, please, Artie, rush this deal, Artie. Please, can you ask for a rush?
to close it tomorrow. So yeah, that's my 25 advice to a lot of my brokers. Just we have the track record, the word I was looking for, track record of closing these deals, structure them correctly, and telling you this is how we're going to get it done and this is how we deliver. We're not paper AEs and underwriters trying to close your asset qualifier, bank statement loan with 3 businesses and gifts over here, and they want to close it in LLC. I mean, it's a different world over here. So we encourage you guys to deal with the best, deal with the pros, with the experts, and that's your luxury. So that's my
Absolutely.
my public service announcement for 25 as well. So
Awesome.
I think we're good, right, Artie? I know we
We're
wanted to
good.
make it quick. I know we didn't want to take too much time. And any closing remarks, my friend?
No, thanks for everything. Looking forward to the new year. And for those that maybe watch this video later, just know you can reach out to us, send us a text, an email, and we'll get back to you. Let's set it up, guys. Let's bring 2025 and let's plan to take things to the next level.
Yeah, I would echo that as well. I would tell the loan officers. I know a lot of people are checked out till the beginning of the year. Don't wait too long in 25 in January to get the ball rolling again. Get us involved. Get us involved early. Make us a part of your marketing plan, of your outlook. How many customers do Artie and I work with, right? How many brokers? How many people do we know about that we can share a lot of that experience and wealth of knowledge? Bring that into your office, into your team, into your approach for 25, and trust us. We're gonna bring it we're going to bring you this information because it works from our top producers, recommendations, tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and get us involved early. Don't wait until, March, to give us a call. Get us involved early, and we promise that we're going to get the year off started really well and really fast. So thank you to all.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas, everyone.
See you later. Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
And Artie, I got to get this to work, man. Bye, guys.
Take care.